Hi everyone, good evening. I'm Delphine here. I'm a working mom to three children as well as an online digital business owner. So today is the first day that I'm running these interviews with a successful digital business owner. So this series is called Real Sharing from Successful Digital Business Owner. So today I have the honor to actually invite one of my Singapore business partner. Okay, he's in the IT field. So to share he speak why does he want to start this side hustle on top of his IT job as well as in the IT field. Then for him, what does he thinks that is very important to run an online digital business? Okay, so let's welcome him on screen now. Hi Dave. Hi, thank
Hello,
you.
everyone.
Yes. Today's our Little Red Dot Island's birthday. Let's wish Singapore a happy birthday
Yeah,
first.
yeah. We Singapore,
Yes.
happy birthday.
Yes, we wish Singapore a happy birthday, and I wish that Singapore get flourish year day after day, year after year. From a very
Yeah,
small little country that is like a kampong. Like time I'm not born yet lah, but from a kampong to such a flourish country as of now. So let's wish that in the near future it gets better and better.
yeah.
Okay,
Get
so
more
thanks Dave
prosperous
for
and more
coming
flourish.
on. Yes, correct. Thanks for coming on this new series. And today is my first day to start this new series interview. Do you mind to actually do a introduction of yourself, what you used to be, your background, and then what do you work as currently?
If I say, you might think that I'm very old because I already in the IT industry for 20 over years. Of course,
Then I'm
not
as
20 over
old
years
as
in one company.
same lah. I'm in the financial industry 20 over years. Oh my god.
20 over years, every one
Yeah.
year, I change one company. You know why?
Oh.
Because I
Well,
want that
yes.
increment. Every time you change job, you definitely your pay will go out a bit, right? Maybe 100,
Yes.
$200 above, right? So
Correct.
this is my goal. My goal in life is to increase my pay every now and then. So I keep quitting. So
Yeah.
as an IT, in between, I also been into more businesses like I in MLM businesses. I'm
Mm.
also start internet marketing. Okay, back then it's called
Ah,
internet marketing. Now it's
yeah.
called digital marketing. Anyway, I
Mm.
also uh, become a wedding photographer.
Oh, wow. You're very
Okay,
talented, ah.
and I also become a motivational trainer. Okay, so
Ah, yes.
I I try a lot of things because I want to do something different.
We
Yeah,
should actually explore a lot of different things so we know what is the our talent and what is it that we really like to do actually.
correct.
Mm. So right now you're still back in your IT lah. Those are the like
Yeah,
the side
so I
hustles
still
lah
back
in a
in
way.
IT as my main bread and
Being
butter.
called income in a way lah. So
Yeah.
what actually makes you when we have a full-time job, some people will think that why start a side hustle when our full-time job can actually fund us for our expenses and all this. So what about your thoughts on this? Why do you start this digital business as
Uh,
a side hustle?
Actually, 20 years ago, I already see this problem. Uh,
Mm,
I don't see myself working until 60 years old, 70 years old. This is not me. That's why you see I every 1 year change my job because I
yeah.
try to get out of the rat race. I don't want to work until I old because
Mm,
one thing is I realize, especially now, more people are actually working longer than 8 hours. Last time, maybe 20
yes.
years ago, 8 hours is regular. 6 o'clock,
Yeah.
you just go home. Okay. Now maybe people, your boss, especially your boss or management, want you to work more than 8 hours. Are like after six,
Mm,
seven, eight, and they are not going to pay you any extra overtime pay.
yeah,
Okay. So
correct. Mm,
uh, unless you are single, and you
mm,
have no family, then it's okay. Okay, but I have
mm,
a family. Now I have a kid, so I don't want to spend my whole life working my guts out for a company and miss the time with them. Okay, because after
mm,
all, I'm not sure how long I can live. Okay, of course, average lifespan of human being maybe around 80 to 90 years old, but you never
mm.
never know, tomorrow I may not wake up. So I
True.
want to spend more time with them. Job,
Mm, mm, mm.
ultimately, if you say in an awful way, you don't own the company. You don't own any share in the company. At the end of the day, if you leave the company, you own nothing. You cannot
Yes.
inherit the company to your kids or your family. Am I right? So why you
Yeah,
work
yeah.
so hard?
True, true.
That's my
Whatever
point.
hard work or whatever credits is all actually taken up by the company, but not us.
Yes, correct. Because you are
Mm,
just a pawn in the whole chess. You are not a
yes.
general. Okay,
Mm,
so
mm.
the pawn's always been sacrificed first.
Yeah, correct, correct. That's why previously a few days ago I mentioned that side hustle is actually not for someone who actually want to quit a job, but it's
Yeah,
actually it's an insurance, it's a career insurance lah, before the job
mm,
actually quits us, or before
correct.
actually the life actually quits us. Just like what you mentioned, I also had the same thought. I might not wake up the next day, and then so
Correct.
what is it, for my family as well. You have a wife, you have a kid, I have a husband, I have 3 kids as well. So what if next day, because nowadays I think it's quite common. People, I think we are all overworked until internally our health are actually affected, but we just didn't know. Yeah, so
Correct.
we might not even wake up from our sleep the next day. Then what is going to
Correct.
happen? Yeah, we just have salary only, but we don't have what you say. We don't own the company. Yes,
That's
so that is.
why,
Mm,
yeah, that's why we want to create a time-free lifestyle. And to create
mm,
a time-free lifestyle, you can never do that with a single income in a day job. You will never
yeah.
be that. In a
Mm,
single day job, your goal is only work until 60 to 70 years old. That's it.
yeah.
And what comes after that, you are not sure because you're not sure whether you still have money to survive then. So,
Mm,
in current situation, you definitely need to have multiple source of income
yeah.
to replace your expenses.
Mm,
Currently,
mm.
people is multiple expenses but one single source of income. So all this
Yes.
single source of income is go into these multiple expenses, then not much saving left. So why
Yeah.
not we switch opposite, multiple source of income and less source of expenses? Then
Mm, mm,
you
mm, mm.
can generate more savings and you can retire earlier than expected. You can left your
Yeah,
job like
correct,
maybe
correct.
40 years old, 50 years old, then spend your time with your
Yes.
family. Why not? Right?
Mm. Yeah, true, true, true. Because eventually, what we want is there's only one life. We only live once only. So I think we want to enjoy our life to the fullest. Especially at our age. Working in the IT industry 20 years plus, financial industry in the 20 year plus, and what do we get? Seriously, I only waiting for every month end. That number comes into my bank account, and that's it. But as it comes in, it goes up very fast as well. So what do we left behind? Just like what you say, one income in and then multiple out. Yeah, so we want to do it on a reverse way to build that passive income. So as an IT, being in the IT field, as our business is a digital business, it's an online platform digital business. So with your profession, being in the IT for 20 years plus, what are the things that that is a must have when you run an online digital business, or some features in this business that you think that it actually helps us to actually run better or more efficiently, more time saving and things like that.
Can tell you IT is very boring now. Huh?
Yes.
As an IT engineer, it's a very boring job. And I have learned internet marketing like 10 over years, 20 years ago. And that time, I will waste a lot of time in designing of the website, okay, doing all the different
Mm,
templates, using WordPress, and host my own WordPress onto the domain, everything. Okay, everything I do it myself. So I waste a lot of time. So and back then, if you pay maybe $3,000, $4,000 for a guru to teach you all these digital marketing or internet
mm,
marketing stuff, what happens after next? You go and try
yeah.
yourself, right? Try already,
Yes.
cannot work. So how? Who can teach you? No one.
No.
Yourself. Okay. So you need to keep trial and error. So
Mm,
that's the problem that I did not succeed because I waste too much time on things that do not generate money. So
mm,
how does we earn money from digital marketing? The word itself say marketing.
mm,
Okay,
mm,
so you want to earn money, earn passive income from online. The only thing you need to do is to do marketing.
mm,
And our digital business good thing is we provide you the sales funnel or the website, what you call it. You do not need to design yourself like previously what I'm doing. Okay.
Yeah.
They have so many templates you can choose. Just upload your photo, buy your own domain name, change the wording, change your name, change the color if you don't know what, don't like. Okay, this is your website already. Okay, there will be experts behind to do it for you, and
Mm.
they even provide you with the email marketing system. Okay, you do not need to craft your own email marketing. You know what's email marketing? When someone subscribe to your website, there will be automated message email that lead. Okay, so you do not need to craft your own email marketing messages.
Mm.
It's very troublesome. Okay,
Yeah.
we provide you. So this thing out of the mind. So what can you do
Mm.
now? Marketing. So you learn what is YouTube marketing, Instagram marketing, Facebook marketing, whatever that suits you. So
Mm.
this is what generate money online, not selling. Okay, you don't
Mm.
go one sell. Hey, this one is ineffective. We are not salesmen. We are marketers. We market. Okay, market can generate a lot of thousand or million people to see
Yeah.
what your services or product or whatever that you're trying to sell. Okay,
Mm.
marketing sells, not selling
Mm.
sells. Okay.
Yeah. Correct, correct. I totally agree, because I understand building a website, it takes time and it takes cost as well. So for this business, actually is provided to us at no cost, because it's part of the business startup. And the automated email that you mentioned, yes, I ever have someone who told me that, oh, I love this email that you wrote, this information and things like that. So I was telling them, actually, this email, I didn't write it. It is provided in the in the business, and it's totally automated for about 1.5 month. So she was pretty impressed because she has never come across something that a business actually provide all this a long term 1.5 months of email marketing, as what you mentioned, that continues provide information to someone who is interested. So it is a very it's a must, I would say, because as what you mentioned, it's a marketing business. So what we need to do is we need to provide information to people who are actually interested. So all these are actually very well taken care of, which actually leave off a lot of ease and mind from ourselves, so that is why we started this, to have that part-time freedom we can have with our family. Dave can have with his boy as well. Thank you for that. So do you mind to share, what are the some advices? I suppose you also have been sitting on the fence as well, looking around at different online business as well. Same for me. So what are the advices that you have for our audience who are actually, interested to start an online business?
Uh, One thing I can say is there's 1,001 opportunity out there. Okay,
Mm.
so there's no point for you to keep looking 1,001 opportunity out there. Okay, so if you are looking for online, first thing first, uh, this online system, is there any mentorship provided?
Mm.
Okay, mostly mentorship you need to purchase maybe
Yeah.
10,000, 20,000. I
Yeah.
know it's very
Correct.
expensive. If you know
Mm.
Tony Robbins, his mentorship program is seven figure. That is 1 million and above.
Oh.
Okay, so this is not our level to purchase his mentorship yet.
Mm.
Okay, so mentorship is very expensive. It's very important because you want to start any business. If you without a mentor, you will not
Mm.
succeed, or maybe take 10 or 20 years then succeed. Okay,
Mm.
why you want to waste so much time when there's someone to teach you? It's better. Okay. Second, is there any training provided for you? Is
Mm.
very important. You do not want to keep every 3 months spend 3,000, 4,000 for this kind of updated trainings, right?
Yeah.
Those gurus keep promoting version
Mm.
1.0, 2.0, 3.0 kind of trainings.
Yes.
You need to keep pay and pay and pay and pay. Even you are the ardent fan, you still need
Yes.
to pay. Okay,
Mm.
so here we provide you weekly live training. Of course, the
Mm.
live training, if you are working, you are not convenient to attend, you can actually watch their recorded videos. They do record their live videos, and you can watch it at your own convenient time at the middle of the night or whatever when you cannot sleep. Okay,
Mm.
so
Mm.
mental trainings. Okay, what else do we need? This all in very. These two is the most important thing. Okay. The next is self law. You need to give yourself a chance, ma. I give you whatever thing, I give you training, give you mentor, but you don't give yourself a chance. It's no point. Okay.
Yeah.
You will not know how good it is. So when opportunity strikes, just go explore. You never know whether this business is suitable for you or not.
Yeah.
And maybe only when you go in, then you understand, oh, this business work this way, this business is very good, do this and that, this and that. Okay? As what Nike say, just do it. Don't think so
Yes.
much. Okay? It's only when
Correct.
you do it that you understand. No matter how we explain, you don't go into it, it's pointless. Okay? Don't be a cost junkie or opportunity junkie, keep jumping around, finding different opportunity, but never try anything. You never succeed. You will still go back to square one. You will be still start your 8 to 5 job. Maybe work until 60 years, 70 years. I regret. Why I never join this business? This business go until so big already. Wasted.
Yes. True. Sometimes I think human nature, we tend to think a lot, and we tend to be real too careful that we actually let a very good opportunity slip away. It's the same when we are looking for a job. We'll look at this you will look at this career opportunity and think, and we compare to another, and we'll compare to another. So it's really like never ending. So sometimes we just need to take that courage and then just explore, because there's no cost to exploring it actually. So you can just sign up for a webinar. The complimentary webinar is totally free at no cost to understand actually more of this digital business that Dave is sharing. So mentorship is provided, your website is provided, the training is provided, video-based training is provided, and automated email system is provided. And there's one more. What do you say? Mentorship
So,
email
give
training.
yourself a chance. Give yourself a
Yes,
chance.
give yourself a chance. Yes, correct. That's very important, because you need to have the right mindset. Okay, you need to have the right mindset that, okay, let's give it a try. As what he say, Nike say, just do it. So just do it. Okay. Thanks, Dave, for the great sharing today. Highlighting all the really great features that this business is actually providing to all of us. Actually, it's a global business, so we have business partner from Singapore, from Hong Kong, from US, from Canada, wherever you name it. Okay, there is definitely a business partner there. Why is that so? Because they gave themselves a chance to actually explore this business and start to build their time freedom and financial abundance. Okay, so start building your passive income, as what Dave has shared. Passive income in from a lot of different sources and only to one expenses. Okay, so do look into that. Look at your expenses again and see how you are going to work this out. Okay, so today is actually National Day, so Dave and I is going to wish our global business partner, as well as Singaporean that is residing globally, happy birthday to Singapore, and also happy birthday to them, because they are also celebrating Singapore National Day from where they are right now. Okay, so all our hearts are in Singapore, no matter where we are. Okay, just like our global
Yeah,
business. Yes.
correct.
Thanks, Dave, for the evening. Thank you, everyone, for watching as well. I'll see you all tomorrow again. Tomorrow, I'll be interviewing another Singapore business partner. She is a mom to 3 children, and she just had a newborn of 3 months. Okay, she just almost complete her maternity leave. So I'm inviting her tomorrow at 7:30 p.m. to share her journey as well. So do catch us tomorrow at 7:30 Singapore time. Okay, I'll see you all for the evening. Thanks, Dave. Bye.
Okay, thanks. Bye.